Hey everyone, I hope your Monday is going really well. It's Tom here from CryptoBusy, and in today's video we'll be going over the market cap right now. Just a little market update just to keep you guys updated on what's happening right now. Currently we're sitting in the market cap of 212 billion, nearly 213 billion. That'll probably change by the time this video comes out, but the main thing is that we are seeing some form of gains again in the market, some more volume going into the market itself, and prices slowly creeping up a little bit. Now I know there's a bit of red here, but if you compare it to the last 7 days, you know, they have been a bit higher. The Bitcoin dominance is a little bit down over the last few days. It's now 52.2%. Now, as I have said in the past, and I will say in the future, a very large Bitcoin dominance is not a good thing. If a Bitcoin dominance is over 50%, which it is, by the time that creeps below 50%, the rest of the altcoins are going to run. They're going to run a lot, even Tether. But yeah, so the market cap in general is 212 billion. And you look at where we are going to in the future, we're slowly gaining up the prices a little more, and we are seeing some nice solid support in all of the coins at the moment, and still these are very good points to actually get in all the coins at the moment. You look at the top 10, the top 20, they're still good prices. Now one I really want to point out actually is Nano. Now Nano was below $1. Now Josh and I, we picked some up some Nano when it was below $1, and it's up 11% today. It was over $1.80 actually earlier today, which is great to see. So there's things like that. Now if you want to sort of follow us where what investments we're making, what percentages of our portfolio are, we do have a Patreon. So if you want to support the channel in any way, feel free to check out our Patreon. In there you can support the channel. There's some telegrams that you can access as well, some private telegrams, also some AMA Skype calls as well. Just going back into the market itself, I'm just going to go more into detail with Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP as well. Also I'll go into Litecoin as well, because that is an interesting one to talk about at the moment, because nothing's really happening, and I do want to talk about that, and also Ethereum Classic, which is interesting. So the price of Bitcoin, we are seeing those higher highs again, which is good to see, and I think it's all pretty much down to where this SEC decision is going to go to on the 30th of September. Now it is interesting times. We'll be interesting to see what happens. Hopefully it will be a positive decision for Bitcoin on the 30th of December. I think either way, and I have mentioned this in previous videos, I think certainly, and I'm not going to accuse anything of anybody, this is just my thought, that there must be some form of manipulating of prices going on in some institutions, maybe in the SEC, maybe in governmental positions, maybe in private positions. Now, there are people in there that haven't got the opportunity of getting into Bitcoin when it was, let's have a look, when it was $400, or when it was, 2 cents or whatever, and they want to make sure they get a good deal on what they want. And so my thought is maybe they want to sort of put down the price a little bit more so they can get in at a good time for themselves, rather than concentrating on sort of the good, or the greater good on how ETFs can actually trade Bitcoin and all that sort of stuff. They want to make sure they can get a good deal for themselves, and that's just a thought. But let me know what you think in the comments below about that. I'm happy to discuss that as well with you guys in the comments below. So yeah, Bitcoin, I think by the time we get around to September time, I think also mid-September, we'll probably be seeing a higher Bitcoin than we are seeing right now, because of all the hype that's going to be around Bitcoin up until the 30th of September. Now, we'll probably see into the early 5-figure territory for Bitcoin, maybe a $10,000, maybe a $12,000, that sort of time before we actually get the decision. Now, if it's a positive decision, then we'll probably see a Bitcoin going back up to its all-time high as it was this year, actually last year itself. But if it's not good, if it's a bad decision, then I think we will be seeing a Bitcoin as we're seeing right now, maybe a 6,400, maybe it will probably go down to 5,000, probably below 5,000 itself. So just watch this space in Bitcoin. Keep updated on the news, and we'll be updating you guys as well on what's happening with Bitcoin. So that's Bitcoin. Ethereum is the next one I want to talk about, and that's down 2.68% today. It's below $300, which I think is a very good time to get in. Not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is. But you look at where the highest point for Ethereum was, and it was $1,300, nearly $1,400, and you look at it where it is now, and if you were to get in now, that would be a 4x 4x, nearly a 5x as well. So it is still good times to get in for Ethereum. Ethereum is a very good project itself. You know, they have very good use cases. Lots of people use them. You know, ICOs out there use them. It's a very good coin to use. So it'd be very interesting to see what happens in the future. Nothing major, you know, major in sort of announcements or sort of partnerships with Ethereum. It's just there, and it's just a solid project really. So it is a good time to get in for Ethereum at the moment. Hopefully before the SEC decision, we'll probably see a $500 Ethereum, maybe a $700 Ethereum, and the $1,000 Ethereum that might come in with the next bull run that comes out probably in, you know, at the end of this year. So that's it from there. XRP is the next one, and it's an interesting thing. I will be doing a video about XRP tomorrow. Now XRP has been taking a few hits recently, but in, you know, sort of in recent days it has been gaining some more support in the 33 cents, also in the 32 cents as well. So it's interesting to see what happens with XRP in the future and where we could be going in, you know, from now. I think with the XRP, I think this is pretty much going to be the last year for XRP to actually get in at a good price, probably under $1 itself. So, you know, take that as you may. Do your own research into these sort of projects as well, into these cryptocurrencies, and see what you think. But with XRP, they got a lot of partnerships going on. They got a lot of partnerships with banks, all that sort of stuff. So you got to sort of see it in that sort of sense and see where the implementation of XRP and when XRapid goes live, all that sort of stuff. Also, interesting thought is the base currency, so base pairs, right? So you know, you go onto Binance and it's always Bitcoin, whatever you want to trade with, or Ethereum, whatever you want to trade with. Now, what if that was XRP and whatever you wanted to trade with? That would be quite interesting, because that would help with the price as well. So take that thought with you as well. Again, let me know what you think in the comments below about that. But the last one I'm talk about today is Litecoin. Now, Litecoin is an interesting project because there's nothing interesting about it. I seriously think, what's going on with Litecoin? I want to know. I've been doing as much research as I can. I've been crawling all over the internet. I can't find anything that says yes, I really want to go into Litecoin, because, you know, you look at it right now, it's $55. It was nearly $300, wasn't it? $300 at the end of the year, nearly $400 at the beginning of the year. So, you know, you've got to take that into account. And yes, okay, the other coins have also taken a hit, but, you know, you usually like to see some sort of recovery, but you look at Litecoin, it's just gone down. It's gone really, really down. So what I want to know from you guys is what's actually going on with Litecoin. And is anything going to happen really with Litecoin? That's pretty much from me. I think the last thing I'm going to talk about is the market cap and the Bitcoin dominance. I think we will see probably a $300 billion market cap before the SEC decision, probably higher, because of the hype again. People want to buy the rumor and sell the news, all that sort of stuff. And then again with the Bitcoin dominance, I think we will be seeing a large Bitcoin dominance just before the SEC decision. Now, you know, that comes with great regret, because I do think a very large Bitcoin dominance is not good, but that is just going to be the case because it's all going to be centered around Bitcoin up until the 30th of September for this SEC decision. But that'll be it for me. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter, Instagram and Facebook at CryptoBusy, where we keep you guys up to date whenever we post a new video. Also some extra content on there as well, so do make sure to check out those 3 places. Also, we do have 2 Telegrams, CryptoBusy T and CryptoBusy TG. CryptoBusy T is our general crypto chat, and CryptoBusy TG is our announcement channel. Also, again, we do have our Patreon, so do make sure to check out our Patreon. And lastly, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and turn on the notification button if you're new, and leave a like if you want to as well. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.